Welcome to Kyle Anthony's UFC betting show. I am Kyle Anthony, and welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the bet review show for UFC on ESPN Plus 16. Justin Gaethje versus Donald Cerrone. We're going to talk about our two free plays that we had. We discussed on a prediction show this last Thursday, as well as the play we had on Wagertalk. We're going to go over all of them. We went 2-1 overall, so we're going to get into each one. The first one that we had, our main free play, was on Justin Gaethje to defeat Donald Cerrone. And boy, this was a showing for Gaethje again. I mean, Gaethje's line was a minus 180. You had Donald Cerrone plus 152. And I saw a lot of people that like that Donald Cerrone money. This fight here to me there was a clear path to victory for Gaethje. And could he execute it? Of course, that's going to be the big question there. But the pressure is just the path to victory to beat Cerrone. We've seen it with Till. We've seen it with a couple of the other fighters where it just, once he gets in tight, that chin, who knows? And Gaethje went out there with that game plan, started using the leg kicks, and that is something, again, what a tool. I mean, now it's not just the leg kicks, it's the fact that he's able to push forward, as well as he's showing ridiculous knockout punches now. I mean, before Gaethje looked to be more of, death by accumulation, pushing forward, working you, really imposing his will on you. And then in this fight here, the last three fights, he is showing that he can go out there and he can knock anybody out. And that is a scary proposition for anyone else that's fighting him. And there was Gaethje push forward, hurt Cerrone. There was a little bit where Cerrone went down, and then they were kind of like, Cerrone kind of looked like, hey, it was a little early. I don't think so. I mean, he could have just kept teeing off. Gaethje really had the opportunity to really put him away. I think it was enough there too. But Justin Gaethje goes out there and gets us that victory on our main free play, a minus 180. And then we're going to go over the other free play that we had was Glover Teixeira versus Nikita Krylov. We had Glover. We cashed in on that one as well, minus 110. And this one here was extremely close. I mean, this was a lot closer than I thought the fight was actually going to be. I loved the line here. I thought there was a lot of value. When you're looking at the minus 160 range, 150 range is what I was really more capping this at. And I thought a pick'em was a great position to place money on Glover. And Glover out there, and he was trying to do what he was doing. Pushing forward, getting it to the ground. That was where we were talking about the prediction show that, when you take a look at who Krylov was getting taken down from, 5 straight fights, 9 times overall in that span. So that's a lot of times he's getting to the ground. And could someone like Glover go out there early and push and get the finish? That was more what I was looking at here, that he's going to be able to get it to the ground. But Krylov had a lot of opportunities there where he looked great. I mean, then he was actually outworking Glover in certain spots. So I thought this fight was extremely close. I mean, even going into the cards, I honestly wasn't sure. You know what I mean? Glover did get us that victory, but when it was going to the judges, I said, this is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Glover gets the nod. He gets us the victory there. So we go 2-0 on our free plays. Glover at minus 110 and Gaethje at minus 180. And then we also had on Wagertalk, we had Jimmy Crute to defeat Misha Cirkunov. And this one was heartbreaking. This was heartbreaking. I mean, honestly, Crute couldn't have given this fight away anymore. I mean, he goes out there, hurt him, gets it to the ground. There was about 2 spots in that first round where I thought Crute was going to win the fight. I mean, I thought it was flat out, he was going to win. There was not really much that Misha was, when he almost was turtling up twice, like full on turtling up. And I don't understand why Crute just didn't really lay it on him. I mean, I think he kind of was just sticking to the short shots, and he didn't just unload. And I think if he unloaded in either one of those spots where Cirkunov was turtled up, I thought that this fight's over. I was almost waiting for it. And then a weird turn of events, and all of a sudden, Misha's got him in a choke, and it was just unbelievable because you can't give Cirkunov that kind of opportunity on the ground. I mean, that guy is going to be able to put your lights out on the ground, sub you, and then Crute had the opportunity when he was on top of him. At first, I'm like, I want to kind of keep this standing. I want to keep this fight standing. But when he got it to the ground, he was on top of him. It was just heartbreaking to see that fight go in your favor, and then the fight's over and you lost. So we end up going 2-1 overall on the night. Crute Didn't get it for us, but we did cash in on Gaethje, and we did cash in on Glover. So those are the plays. Definitely subscribe if you have not yet done so. Give it a thumbs up. Always appreciate the comments. Definitely let me know how you guys did. Well, what winners were there, what losers there were. Let me know. Let me know if you backed some of the free plays, and we will see you at the next prediction show. And this is Kyle Anthony's UFC betting show, and I'll see you next time.